Hey guys, Yuliya here. So today I'm going to show you how to make these moss spheres. And they are a number of ways that you can make these, but I'm going to start with one option. And as I'm doing it, I'm going to talk about these other ways that you can make these and other materials that you can use. So if you're familiar with kokedama, it is very similar to that, except that there is no plant growing out of this moss ball. And that makes things a lot easier because the moss is not really that picky about what's inside here because, you know, moss will grow anywhere. It will grow on pavement, it will grow on the driveway, on walls. But I prefer to use some sort of a potting mix or substrate for moss because it does better that way long term. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to combine some potting mix here, and you can use any potting mix, something for house plants or palm potting mix or cactus, doesn't really matter. Some sphagnum moss, and I take about 1 part potting mix and half a part of the sphagnum moss. I break the sphagnum moss really well, break it up really well, and I add water. It doesn't really matter how much water to add, like start with a little bit because you can always squeeze the water out or add a little bit more water to this mixture. And here, I don't know if you can see this. So the sphagnum moss just makes this potting mix a little bit lighter, and you mix it up really well. Just like this. Actually, at this point, we can dump it on the table because we're going to form a sphere just like this. And it should stick together quite well if you put just the right amount of water. You could see how it looks like a ball, and it has to pass the toss test. So if you toss it, it has to like stick together. So this is great, and now we can put the moss on top of this. Now the moss I'm going to be using for this project is called fern moss, and I collected this in my own garden, but it has these beautiful tiny like fern fronds all over it. It is very pliable, it is thinner, so pick a moss if you're using live moss that is more like a sheet moss, because there's other types of moss like hair cap. It is like these tufts of moss, so they don't work really well into a sphere. And the next thing that you do is just cover your sphere with your moss, and you can use pieces. You know, if you have one big piece of moss, that is even better because you can cover the entire sphere right away. In this case, I have just different pieces right here. And then you use floral wire. And you go around your, and at this point I like to turn it over. And you go around with the floral wire and you twist it a couple of times on the top, just like this, to secure one sheet of moss. And by the way, you can use preserved moss. I have some right here. It almost looks real, like there's almost no difference. So this is something like you can buy online, and I will post a link down in the description below. By the way, this little sphere right here is made out of preserved moss. So after you tie your floral wire, you see this sphere starting to get more secure. I will use another sheet of moss here, right on top here. And all you're trying to do is just cover up all of the soil gaps and go around with your floral wire and go all around this sphere. If you don't have floral wire, but you have a fish line, which I have right here, you can use fish line. It's actually, I thought this would be less visible, and it sort of is, but this kind of tangles up, and I prefer floral wire myself but remember that you can use this fish line. When you're done and your moss feels secure, you can cut this piece of floral wire and work it, tighten it a little bit, and then you find other floral wire on the moss ball and you kind of loop through there to secure it. There you go. And you can sort of shape it a little bit more. It's very easily shaped. And there it is. It's all done. It may look a little bit dirty at this point and a little bit like wild. In a few days or a week, it'll actually start growing over. So these are a couple of weeks old, and I could see new growth on these right now for sure. So this one looks just a little bit darker and a little bit dirtier, but it definitely will green up in no time. You can see how easy it is to make a moss ball. But before I go, I wanted to give you a couple of more options as for the base of the ball. And you can buy a sphere like this. This is recycled plastic, and they come in different sizes. And you can use these both for live moss and preserved moss, just like this. So this sphere, as I mentioned, is made out of this recycled plastic ball. And it's very light. You can hang it on your Christmas tree with no problem. It's not going to ruin branches or anything. Another option that I found kind of, thinking about what else I can use is crumbled newspaper. You could just take sheets of newspaper and wet them a little bit and go over and over again to create a ball like this. You can use this to grow live moss because, again, moss will grow anywhere. The only disadvantage of this method is that newspaper dries faster than the potting soil, so you're definitely going to address your moss ball and mist it or water it more frequently. So, for example, this moss ball is made out of newspaper inside. It is live moss, and I have to water it twice a week versus once a week with the potting soil moss ball. But you can probably come up with different base solutions for your moss ball. And it is so much fun to make, you guys. So for example, if you have newspaper and your own moss growing from the garden, this is a free decor and or garden decorations. As for the care of these moss balls, they can live both inside and outside. And I think the ones with the potting soil can potentially live for months or even years, just growing over and over again. If you put them in a shady and sort of a cool location and mist them or water them from time to time if you don't have enough precipitation. I live in an area, northern New Jersey, we get rain and snow consistently, so I don't have to worry about that. If you're keeping your moss ball inside, you're going to have to take care of the watering, and they really appreciate misting. But it's just a wonderful, wonderful soft solution to decor. You can incorporate it with your potting plants. You can include it in your holiday decor and your Easter decor in the garden. It's just so beautiful, and it's just bringing nature inside your home. And I love it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this video and you love these as much as I do, and give them a try. And thank you so much, you guys, for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.